realize that vacations can actually enhance your career. Career coach Paula Caligiuri is here to tell us 5 ways vacations can actually benefit you professionally. Good to see you, Paula.
Nice to be here.
And people are going to love this. I love it already. Your first tip to viewers is to use up all those vacation days. Besides saving yourself some grief if you don't use them all up, why do you say use them all up?
Well, it's so critical now more than ever. About 30% of Americans in the past 2 years haven't been using all of their vacation days. Companies have been laying off. People were a little bit nervous about, not having a job when they returned from vacation, so that was pretty critical. This year, though, it's a little different. Companies are lean. Folks are now doing jobs that were once done by multiple people, and so now more than ever, we're seeing work-related stress at an all-time high. So absolutely, this is going to be a very important year to be taking your vacation.
Okay, and you say for one thing, it really will benefit you health-wise because you will somehow lower your stress level when you go on vacation.
There's terrific research that's coming out. No great surprise that it helps with, well-being and physical symptoms of stress if you can go and take a nice, relaxing vacation. So the key there is relaxing. Now, if a lot of people like to do those home improvements.
Yeah, I'm one of those crazy people that wants to plan a whole lot of stuff in my vacation, and I come back and I'm pooped. So go for relaxing.
But Frederica, that might be really relaxing for you. Some people might just want to veg out and lay on a lounge chair and read a book. Everybody's a little bit different in this regard, so we have to kind of go with whatever's the most relaxing.
And then you say post-vacation, you need to pay attention to the things that start to stress you out all over again.
Right. There's 2 ways to think about stress and coping. There's symptom-related stress, and then there's coping, and then there's problem-focused coping. What we do with vacations is we focus on the symptoms. So for that one little week that we're on vacation, we're feeling really good. We get back to work, though, a few days into work, and we're feeling all stressed out again. In that period of time, those few days right after vacation, think about those triggers of stress. What are the things just that are causing the stress? And then see if there's a way to work on those triggers. That's really going to be key to have a lasting effect after vacation.
And then you say vacation should demonstrate your consciousness. What do you mean?
Well, a lot of people think about vacation and that, if they take vacation, they'll be really worried that they won't look conscientious. And actually, the opposite is true if you do it well. So, for instance, don't take a vacation. I wouldn't even recommend asking for a vacation if you can avoid it during your busiest season. Try to stay away from that. The other thing you can do is to really think about those critical tasks. What are the things that you do that are most critical to the organization? And then be very proactive and try to plan for that. So, for example, if you have some critical tasks, you might be able to get a few of them done before you go on vacation. Or you might be able to ask a coworker to step in and do a couple of them in your absence. It's a great way to show you're connected with your organization and you really care about your work.
All right, conscientious. Okay, I misread that. All right, so now your vacation ought to be an opportunity to reinvent yourself as well. To what extent?
Well, you can do it a couple different ways. Vacations are a great time to kickstart a good habit. That could maybe something that will raise your energy level, like getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising.
Like that.
Why not, right? And then there's the other piece of this too. You could also think about, especially if you're at a pivot point with your career and you might think about doing something else, you could think about using that week of vacation to maybe shadow somebody who's doing something really interesting, or maybe take a short course in something. There's lots of things you can do, but it really, think about investing time in yourself during that week of vacation.
New ways to look at that vacation and make it work for you. All right. Thanks so much, Paula Caligiuri. Good to see you.
My pleasure.
Iman, the fashion icon and wildly successful businesswoman, speaks out about the revolution